Last time on Hero Squad, Under the Dragon Shadow. After the events of the Whispering Rock, during which our heroes squared off with House Farlan, Khorvaire was in disarray.
Because it seems that the damage that was done to the Whispering Rock has spread pretty far. Askelios was engulfed. Most of the forest is gone, of the Eldine Reaches. It seems disintegrated.
Back in Stormhome, Markai lay in a coma, drained of her elemental essence.
And you can see, on her body that, she looks much more like kind of like a yellow, sickly kind of green almost.
No.
Not her normal bluish, purplish vibrance that you would be used to.
Learning of the desecration of the orb at the Whispering Rock, and the existence of 6 more devices spread across the continent, assisted by a dragonborn ally named
Rivawaram Prumpak. You may call me Revo.
The crew set their sights to the east, and the land of Chubara, home of the Dragonkin, to search for answers and a cure for Markai. Our heroes took to the skies, only to be forced into a controlled descent over the plains of Karnath after an encounter with a mysterious tower, which seemed to materialize from thin air. In need of assistance, and with few other options, the group turned to an eccentric necromancer named Talon, who was in need of some assistance herself.
What brings you to the Bonfort?
In her quest to resurrect her one true love, Talon sought a magical amulet. After visiting a curious Fey tower, our intrepid gang recovered said amulet, as well as some books that would help them in the quest to save the world, and lift undisclosed curses from certain bards.
Without control, your wings burst from both of your backs.
And everyone has wings? What?
With the amulet returned, Talon revived the powerful necromancer Thrune, who sought to raise an unstoppable army of the undead and take back the lands of Karnath.
We'll see what he wants to do.
Okay.
But be excited, because it's going to be glorious.
Hey, Rhaegar?
Yeah.
Starting to think she's maybe not as cool as we thought she was.
It was at this point our heroes decided to leave. With their ship repaired, they once again ascended to the clouds, bound for the Dragonlands.
Come on, let's go.
No, what
Now time to go.
Something happened with Talon?
Nope, it's all fine. Everything is wrapped up in a nice, neat little bow.
Soon after crossing the border of Kubara, the roost docked at the Spirit of the Seven Hot Springs, where the crew sought some much-needed rest and relaxation. The relaxation didn't last long, however, as an important relic was stolen from the Spirit of the Seven.
Oh, how could it go? It was my duty to protect it. Oh, no.
It kind of was.
The spirits.
It's true.
Is this right? It was my job.
How could you let this happen?
Oh.
After the relic had been recovered, the group learned of a place deep in the jungle known as the Hall of a Thousand Mirrors, which held the answers and the remedies they sought. With the assistance of a fellow patron of the springs,
Yatotska, but you may call me Yato.
our heroes traveled deep into the jungle of Chubara to the town of Wormwatch, which Yato himself controlled, and which was under constant threat from a fanatical cult known as the Disciples of Rashok. As the gang organized a strategy for circumventing the Disciples and venturing into the Hall of Mirrors, Rhaegar overheard a strange conversation between Yato and an unknown party.
I did what you asked. I don't know if they'll go along. But what if they don't make it? I can't stop the Disciples from doing what they do. The caravan is the safest option, but they seem unpredictable.
Eventually, our heroes joined a trading caravan and set out beyond the walls of Wormwatch. Before reaching the hall, the crew were confronted with a massive camp surrounding its perimeter. Before long, it became clear the camp belonged to none other than House Farlan. Undeterred, our heroes infiltrated the base with the help of some magic boots and some major illusions provided by a pair of savvy bards.
You see basically a T-Rex sort of phase through some of the trees.
Her imagination is terrifying.
Just when it seemed the worst of the dangers were behind them, the crew ran headfirst into the vile
Pentar.
Oh, good.
We haven't seen in a while. He looks back into the tent. You deal with this. And out comes Hex.
Little did they know that Ravo had harbored a secret. As the full moon began to rise over the camp,
You see him slowly start to shake and convulse.
Werewolves!
And suddenly fur starts sticking out through his scales and his jaw elongates into a huge jaw of teeth.
Ravo transformed, leaping into battle with Hex and buying our heroes time to flee the scene and enter the Hall of Mirrors. Within the Hall of Mirrors, each of the group were separated from one another after stumbling into different mirrors where they were forced to face their worst memories and greatest fears. But each was able to overcome their challenges, and each received a unique item, which would surely prove helpful on their noble quest. Together once again, our heroes formulated a strategy to rescue Ravo and, jumping blindly into one of the Hall's 1,000 mirrors, made their escape.
On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
Before we start up this next season of Hero Squad, first thing I'd like to say is obviously things look a little bit different. So just be ready for that as the season goes on. Things are going to be very different. We've played a lot of other campaigns of different types since the last time we did Hero Squad, and I'm playing around with, we're not going to do it today, but just letting y'all know I'm playing around with the idea of incorporating other rules and other systems into this. So over the course of this next season, this may morph from something that is more traditionally D&D to something a little more hybrid. So just know that going into it, so that nobody at the end of this, it feels like the rug was pulled out from them that this is a D&D podcast. It's something else. Anyway, so to recap what happened at the end of last season, because there were was it one stream that we ended up deciding that we were going to kind of vanish into the ether, or was it two?
It was one stream's worth of content.
One stream's worth of content, 2 or 3 episodes. Yeah,
3 episodes.
It's everything after the mirror.
Everything after you guys went through the Hall of 1,000 Mirrors. Yeah. So that being said, anybody who was here for that stream, you know, you might be a little confused on what's going to be happening. We're going to be starting a little bit further back, and pretty much everything that happened during that stream will be revealed over the course of the next couple of episodes. So if you're familiar with some of that stuff, just know that think of this as like Earth 2. Things are a little bit different than the last time I talked about this stuff. So just don't hold those ideas in your head. It's not canon, all right? That was a Dragon Ball Z original film. So, all that said, let us begin. So, at the end of the last session, our heroes escaped the Hall of Mirrors, only to find their friend Ravo on the brink of death, fighting off the disciples of Rashok and Hex. Putting themselves at great risk, our heroes saved Ravo, and while Hex gave chase, Rhaegar used the spyglass he was given in the Hall of Mirrors to open some kind of doorway, which gave them a pathway back to the ship, where they fell onto a table, and a perplexed Dregus awaited them. We now find ourselves aboard that ship with an injured Ravo splayed out of the table, Dregus shocked and bewildered, and our heroes struggling to comprehend what just happened to them in the Hall of Mirrors and how they made it here, back on the ship, so quickly. So, guys, where did you come from?
We were just in a Hall of Mirrors, and now we're here. Hey, how's it going? I see the ship's still here. Good job.
Are we out of there? Is this no longer is this another thing that I'm seeing in the mirror?
You think this is is this a trick? Is this a mirror trick?
How did we
Are you
get
a mirror
here?
dork?
You know, maybe instead of discussing if this is real, maybe we should get Ravo some help.
Yeah, Ravo is laying on the table in front of you, you know, belabored breathing. As a reminder to all of you, you got different items at the end of the last, from the mirror. But anyway, while you're sitting here saying, oh, maybe we should get Ravo some help, the airship lurches forward. You all feel it. You all kind of like move a little bit.
Oh, are we moving?
Why are we moving? No one's flying the ship. What the heck just happened? So
Why is no one flying the ship?
Dragus jumps.
You the
We're
pilot?
We're parked! And so he starts running up the stairs to get...
He left it in gear, guys. He left it in gear. He didn't put it in neutral like you're supposed to.
You hire cheap help, you get cheap
All right, well,
service.
while we're doing this, I want to cast Cure Wounds on Ravo.
Okay.
It's a 1d8 plus spellcasting, which is...
What'd you get?
Well, it's a 9, but that was a nat one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so under the duress of the situation, you know, everything's all up in the air. You're a little stressed out, your hands are a little shaky, but you're still able to heal some of his wounds. Ravo's breathing kind of slows a little bit, but he's still unconscious. From upstairs, you hear Dragus yell, "Guys, you gotta see this!"
Okay, I rush up to Dregus.
I'm right behind you. All right. So, when you get up to the top of the ship, you are not where you would expect the ship to be back in Kibara, where you left it. Instead, you are in a sort of purple void. There's kind of a cloudy exterior. Think kind of like, you know how Tron has kind of like the glowy edges that you can see at the edge of everything? That's what you see all around you.
Well, at least the ship matches.
Dregus, where are we?
I don't know. I went downstairs. I ate something. And then you guys showed. I think I'm dreaming.
Wait, what did you eat?
I'm going back to sleep.
What did you eat?
Maybe don't go to sleep. Maybe keep this ship stable.
Fermented boar's
Are you
milk?
up here too?
What? Ah!
I followed you guys after I healed Bravo a little bit.
So Dregus runs over and starts trying to like mess with the steering wheel, but doesn't seem to really be doing anything. And out of thin air almost, a little spark kind of appears next to you guys, just hovering in midair, kind of just off the edge of the ship.
A spark, like a fiery type of spark kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like a little light kind of bouncing around. You know?
Like a wisp?
Okay.
Maybe a little like a wisp.
And it's just the one?
Yeah, and it's kind of flying around, kind of like examining you all, kind of like looking around, you know, coming up to your face.
I'm trying to catch it.
Okay.
Trying to catch it?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to make a roll for that or anything?
Sure.
Dexterity, maybe?
Yeah, there we go. Dexterity, that's a good one. I rolled a 3, but I have an 8, so 11.
Okay. So yeah, you go to catch it, and right as you're about to catch it, it explodes like a kind of like a blinding flash in your face, and
Rager!
you're kind of trying to catch your eyes, and everybody's looking at you to see what just happened, and then you hear just away from y'all a voice. Well, now isn't this something unusual?
It's David Bowie.
And
You
and you
wish.
see Bowie. No. And so as that flash happened, a massive ship, much larger than your airship, appears just next to yours. And this one is extravagant. It's got gold and ivory. It's got all kinds of filigree all over it. It's got, a water slide and all kinds of things on it. I mean, this is
A water slide?
It's like a cruise ship airship right next to y'all.
That's a
Wait
little
a minute.
much.
And
I recognize this guy, don't I?
okay, so here's where Earth
not
2.
technically.
Here's where Earth 2. So you're like, I feel like in a weird version of some reality, I know who this guy is. But no, you don't know who this guy is yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Not yet.
This is, for people who were here for that one stream, you know this guy. Aside this ship, a gilded staircase folds out, and when I say folds out, like it looked like a flat piece of paper, and then it like origamis itself into a staircase that heads down to your ship. And you see this person walking down the stairs. To describe this man is to describe splendor, to describe David Bowie. But not
It's
quite.
David Bowie.
It's David Bowie. No, but
Bowie's in space.
Bowie's Bowie-esque energy. But details to recognize: very white, pale skin with kind of like orange stripes here and there, and lots of bright,
Tiger
vibrant, copper-colored feathers. So like a mohawk of feathers, and then like feathery eyebrows and little kind of feathery bits off of the side of the face.
Humanoid or
Humanoid.
bird-like?
Humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah, more humanoid than bird-like. Kind of a flat, like nostrils type nose rather than actually having a nose, just like nostrils on the face. Reptilian.
Okay.
So that's the physical of this person.
He's coming down the stairs onto our ship right now?
Yes, walking down the stairs, yeah.
Okay.
Brittany pulls out a hip flask and just starts drinking heavily. Because she is like, first of all, she's still like traumatized from everything that happened and is not like about ready for all this bullshit. So she's just like, I'm here, but I'm like, check the fuck out.
Right. I go up to the stairs and say, hello, sir. It's a very nice ship. We were not here before, and now we're here. Do you know where here is?
Oh, yes, I'm sure you're quite confused. Yes, I brought you here. My apologies. I know it's a little shocking, but, well, when someone... And he kind of looks over at Rhaegar and does, like, a little... kind of look. When someone messes with something that happens to be reserved for minor deities, it's important to get a good welcome wagon out there to make sure they're not going to destroy the universe and all that. Anyway, hi, my name's Dio. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, one more time. Dio
Corbin?
Okay. I'm gonna write this
Dio
down.
Corbin. All right.
You haven't
That's a
heard
cool
of
name.
him. You haven't heard of him. Wow, that's a shocker. Okay, well, that's fine, you know. It's been a couple 100 years, 1,000 years, I don't know. Time.
We're also not from this reality.
We're not from... Yeah, we're not from here?
No, that I am sure of. For sure, yes, that I know. Because, well, it's kind of my duty to make sure that this place runs nice and smooth. And not gonna lie, that's pretty boring. And, I was sitting here minding my business. And then all of a sudden, a little sparkle appeared, and that was y'all. So now here I am.
Are you like the welcome wagon, or are you like a dimension cop?
I wouldn't say I'm a dimension cop. It's more like I have been tasked to make sure no one destroys or rips holes in the weave because, well, I was really good at it. And then I was punished to be here forever. But it's not so bad. You know, I live forever.
You were really good at ripping holes in the weave?
Yes. Well, you've got the tools. You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like you were caught, like, forging some bank bills, and then you got hired by the bank to catch forgeries.
I mean, you could say that, but, if the forgery is a tear in space-time allowing you to travel across planes unmolested, but,
So we're not in Cubara.
Oh, no, you see, here's what happened. When you were messing around with that spyglass you've got there, you were able to open a doorway to a place that you know well. Thank goodness you were looking at a mirror. Man, I can't imagine. If you had looked at, like, a pond or the sky or something, wow. Yeah, it would be bad. Anyway,
okay.
So...
I write that as a note. I write a note on, like, a little piece of thing, and I sticky that, like, I take, like, a little, like, safety pin, and I put it on Rhaegar's shirt.
Okay.
So this would have been good information to have when we were given these items.
Well, I mean, I got this vial, and no one gave me any instruction for it. I don't even know what it does.
Yeah, it's weird how those kinds of, like, prophetic items are handed out. It's like they assume that at some point some person's going to come along and tell you how it all works. Anyway.
So are you the person I can
questions?
give this to? Will you tell me how this works?
Well, I mean, it looks like it's a healing vial. And seeing as it's divine in nature, I'm assuming it can heal things pretty well. Actually, I know it can. I'm just pulling your chain. You're definitely going to want to use that soon. Actually, hold on a second. He goes over and, like, he kind of, like, moves, like, like a sextant kind of thing, like where you track star charts and stuff. You see him kind of, like, move one around really quickly. It kind of, like, popped out of his hand like this. So he kind of goes, like, he's, like, moving it around. Yeah, no, you're going to want to use that soon, for sure. You have a friend? I don't know, something like that.
Wait. Well, we got Ravo. He's pretty hurt on the ship.
You should probably use it on that guy.
Yeah, I think that's who he's talking about there, Christina.
Do not forget about Marakai.
Oh.
Remember?
Out of character,
we got a lot of sick people on this ship. All right.
My goodness.
Sort of forgot the Marakai was actually on... Is Marakai on the ship?
No, she's back.
No,
she's back home.
She's not.
Back in Stormhouse.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I make a note. Healing vial of divine class.
Is there enough of whatever's...
Christina?
Yes, I am.
Inside of the vial to heal multiple people?
Oh yeah, so that one is likely a moon vial, so as long as you let it rest in the light of a full moon, yeah, it should regain some of its powers. Now, of course, you are from a place that has many moons, so play around with it, see what happens. I don't know. Different moons, different stuff.
Okay. So
What else did you guys? You got a shiny mirror? Or what did you get?
I got they changed my shield. It's got a mirror on it now instead of the star that was there was my family crest, and now I can just like look at it, and I look at it.
Yeah, it's just a mirror. No, I'm kidding. No, it will protect you from a number of things that in the past you may have been vulnerable to, but only through causing introspection in the one who is causing the damage to you. Does that make sense? You want to show them their face so they see the harm that they're causing others, and perhaps they'll stop. Gets them right here.
Okay.
It's the opposite of the mirror of Erised.
Yes! I know that guy.
So, okay. So I show it to bad guys and hope that they grow conscious.
Yeah, sure, why not? Give it a try. I mean, it has other uses, but honestly, to bring them all up right now when you don't necessarily have a full grasp of what you're about to entail, I think it's important that you can ask me questions later once you really understand what you're dealing with, and that's what I can't really help you with. It's a little tricky.
In a very confused but curious if this is going to work type of way, I hold up my shield to Corbin.
Okay. Oh, look at that sexy devil. My goodness, it's been a while since I've seen myself. I should really get more mirrors. And maybe some acne medication. Anyway. So.
Okay. So don't use the telescope thing unless we want to teleport? Is that the idea here?
I would say you should be very careful when using it and only use it with a mirror. Okay, please, seriously, only use it on mirrors. A mirror is restricted to looking at yourself, and therefore you can only go to places that yourself has been to. You're not gonna go beyond your plane if you use a mirror to travel through.
Me and you, buddy, we gotta team up on this one. Your mirror,
get it?
my spyglass. We can go anywhere.
Let's say we wanted to go to other planes.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot trickier, and actually, I think that's something that you're going to want to be figuring out relatively soon. So, look, there's a lot of politics with deities, minor deities, gods, whatever you want to call them. There's certain things I can say and certain things I can't, or I might get,
Don't say gods around this guy. He'll just start yapping.
Oh, sure, the all-powerful, the ones who control everything, the ones who can tear everything apart with a single thought, whatever you want to call them, I don't care, But, point being, all I can let you know is maybe you should seek out someone who knows of ancient things, because there may be windows that you could use to get into other places. Perhaps someone brought something from another realm through here. I'll just happen to say that there might be a couple of people towards the west who know a thing or two about finding things, if you know what I mean. All right. Just say it.
Don't. Okay.
No idea.
Oh. Wow.
But
am I at the right?
Been mildly helpful to you?
Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome. Sure. Anytime. But not anytime. Anyway, the point being, if you need to get in contact with me again, Rhaegar there, just put that little spyglass under your pillow and I'll visit you in your dreams. Know what I'm saying? So,
like the spyglass fairy.
Sure, you can call me that if you like. It's a good name. Anyway,
as for our current predicament, being in, again, still don't know where we are.
Indeed. Oh, Plane of Dreams. Does that help? Is that?
No.
Oh well, your loss. So,
can I do a knowledge roll maybe on that, on the Plane of Dreams, or maybe let me see.
Okay.
Not investigation, I guess knowledge. I'm
maybe
like looking through my
knowledge.
Yeah, like an Arcana.
I mean,
check,
yeah,
maybe?
it could be like an arc. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. Ooh, I gotta use my new dice. I'm so excited.
Ooh.
17.
Oh, wow. Okay, give me a second. I'll pull up a little blurb on it. Okay. So,
a blurb.
The plane of dreams, simply called the dream world sometimes, is where dreams cavort, heedless of the waking world. Dreams once dreamt fade into obscurity, but their echoes resonate forever throughout the dream world. And so people who dream, they kind of travel into this realm. That's where their dreams are experienced, and then they come back. And so when you travel there via, it's sort of like you're astral projecting. Your physical presence isn't there, so you're safe. Y'all are physically in the dream realm. And it's got rules that are a little weird.
And when Brittany says that and relays that to the rest of the group, she of course looks at Dio with of course I know where this is. Duh.
So last question, Dio, do you run this whole ship on your lonesome? Because it's pretty big.
I mean, it's mostly just me, but then there's like thousands of other people I've dreamt up. So I'm cool. Well, it's all great.
All right.
We're great here.
Okay. Well, thank you for the knowledge.
Yeah, of course, And so I'll send you back. Do seriously be careful. And yes, use that vial on your friend. It is what you need to be using. Anyway, that's all I could say. I'll talk to you later, okay? Yes?
Hold on, Dio. Did we find out what the other item is good for? Brittany's item?
Oh,
Brittany, what did you get?
This?
So it's a quill, right?
Yeah. I think I have two of them.
Well, yes. Right with one. The other one does it too. You can communicate across distances, planes, times, all kinds of stuff. Just, leave the other one somewhere you like. Okay.
You mean I didn't get the death note?
Well, all I can say is that's what you're going to want to do with it for now. Is that cryptic enough? I can't. I seriously, you don't understand the dangers of what I'm doing right now. Okay, the smile might hide it. I don't know.
It does. You're pulling it off, Dio. Thank you.
Good. All right. Great. You're
pulling off a lot of things, Dio. I'll just say right now.
Okay, I'm all right with that. I think. Is that all right? I'll see you later. Okay. So,
all right.
I'll send you along your merry way. Like I said, be careful and make haste. Oh, and please don't fail us. And then he snaps his fingers, and you all are back on your ship. Well, I mean, you're on the ship already, right?
Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah. And you pop into existence at Stormhome. The ship has been docked at Stormhome, exactly where you are going to need to be eventually.
Well, isn't this convenient?
Yeah, I don't think we're in Khorvaire anymore.
No, we look like we're in Stormhome.
Probably for the best, because I really wasn't looking forward to passing over that castle with the necromancer again.
Why?
No, definitely no reason. Definitely no reason why.
It was just such a hassle the last time, I didn't want to have to go through that again. Just stay away from there. Just pretend it doesn't exist.
Can I roll perception against Rhaegar and Atlas? Because they're obviously very shifty about what is happening.
What are you trying to glean via your perception roll?
Oh, I just want to know if they're full of shit or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Hold on.
And then either Atlas or Rhaegar roll a deception.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your deception, Rhaegar?
My deception is pretty good. It's 5.
Well, beat a 23.
Go for it, Rhaegar.
All right, come on, old blue-green.
I mean, you have to do the same thing, Ash.
23.
No!
Where does the tie go? Where does the tie go?
All right, now Ash, you need to roll one too.
I would guess wisdom.
Both of us need to do it.
No, he doesn't.
I guess it would be wisdom, right? Because it's mine's a wisdom, and yours is a charisma.
Oh, so are you saying whose stats are?
Yeah.
Who
I don't know.
The,
whatever you
tie
want,
go to?
DM.
No, I'm saying tie goes to Rhaegar.
What?
So,
no.
Yeah. So you actually kind of believe him. You didn't at first. You were like, I don't know, and you looked in his eyes and you saw truth.
Christina gets really serious for a moment, and she looks at Rhaegar and Atlas. Did one of you guys sleep with her?
I'll never tell.
Is that why you don't want to go back?
That's what it was. Yep.
Was it you, Atlas?
Not me though. Nope, not me.
Rhaegar!
I want to do the perception now too to see if Ash is doing
Oh my
it.
gosh. What are you trying to figure out, Jazzy?
I want to know if he's lying to me. I got a 20.
All right.
17.
I got a 20!
I
got an 18! And I have a plus 2 to deception.
Tie goes to Ash. So again,
This is
you
such
believe him.
Bull honky. I look at Christina and I'm like,
Rhaegar slept with that necromancer.
I can't believe that. I can't believe she would sleep with him.
What?
Did you take a bath beforehand at least, Rhaegar?
She plays with dead bodies.
And
she probably doesn't care.
I was going to say,
that's
I
true.
quietly to Brittany, I'm like, her house is full of dead bodies.
And
She
I'm
probably
also
doesn't, or he probably doesn't smell to her. You know
I'm
what
very
saying?
charismatic. I, even with my stench, I pick up the ladies. All right, I got no problem in that department. Thank you very much, Brittany, Christina.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that, Rhaegar.
We should check on Marakai.
Yes, we should.
Oh yeah, we should probably do that for sure.
Okay.
Oh, so I'll help carry Ravo down to the medics area that Marakai is being held at as well. Yeah.
And as you're kind of lifting Ravo up to the top of the ship, bringing him up the stairs, Benji, his griffin. Or his hippogriff flies down immediately right next to you and nuzzles him up onto his back and starts running him down towards the
thank you, Benji.
medic area. Benji just screeches it's one of those ones where it's he was not paying attention to you. All right.
Okay.
So y'all head towards towards Marakai.
Yes.
Okay. So last time you left Stormhome, you'll remember it was starting to become a sort of hodgepodge refugee, handling center, and people were being put up in places and whatnot. It's like a slapdash together kind of military headquarters almost now, with all of the people running all the different aspects. You guys head towards the central tower where you remember seeing Marakai before, and that's where you immediately meet Hjelcha and Lordrum, who are there. Lordrum is, going over some notes. You see people coming in and out. I mean, it's busy like crazy, and Lordrum is clearly handing people, orders and whatnot, and just sending them out. Hjelcha sees you, and she's just like, "Oh, you're back! Oh, great to see you. How's it out there?"
Oh, it's terrible! Do not go out there.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty bad. How was your journey? Did you find something for your friend?
I think we did. Can we go see her?
Absolutely. Come on. She runs you down the hallway, and again, you're seeing people being brought in and out, all kinds of activity and chaos. She runs you down the end of the hall into a room. Marakai's there. You can see she's sweating and kind of convulsing a little bit. It happens every day, and it gets worse every day. Whatever you've got, it's worth giving a shot.
I go to Marika's side, and I start rifling through my bag, and I pull out that little vial.
Okay.
And I don't know how much to use, so I start with half.
Okay.
And
so you just kind of what do you do?
So I sort of tip it to her lips to help her drink it.
Okay.
I lift her head up a little bit.
All right.
I start with half.
Yeah, you give her a little bit, and she kind of stirs a little bit, and then starts to shake again.
I give her some more.
And as you give her the rest of it, her eyes open wide, and she just lets out a huge scream. And as she does, you see the color in her skin fade out and change. Remember, before it was kind of more of a bluish purplish, and then it transformed into kind of a greenish, yellowish. And now she's kind of gone almost pure white in her tone, with little bits of kind of color, just kind of towards the edges like around like where her kind of hair would be. As she does that, a huge burst of electricity kind of like shoots out from her, and do a DC. No, we're gonna do a DC. Do like a int, like your DC.
Is this everybody?
Roll. Anyone who ran in the room.
I rolled a 15.
I just rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, so.
Okay. So, Christina, you were right there, right next to Marakai when this happened. And so you kind of get launched back, and you actually collide with Atlas. And so...
At least he's squishy.
So, Atlas... You absorb the entirety of Christina getting blasted back. So Christina kind of collides with you and lands perfectly on her feet. Like you fully canceled her inertia. And you just go flying back through the door that you came in. So you're going to take 1 point of physical damage for that.
Okay.
Rhaegar, you saw the arcing of the electricity like a half a second before it happened. You dodged out of the way. Brittany, you just stood there confident that it wouldn't hit you.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
just an arc of lightning, just like
I like watch
like
it,
right by your face.
like almost hit Rhaegar.
So, all that, the door is now splinters. There's an Atlas-sized hole in it. Christina, you've kind of like gotten yourself back together, and Marakai slowly like lifts her head up, kind of like, oh, hey guys.
Is she still white?
Yeah.
Is that like her new skin color now?
It's just pale. As far as you can tell, yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay? Are you... What was the last thing you remember?
Pain. Oh. Like... I've been trapped on the elemental plane, and all of the water elementals are dying.
No.
They're dissolving, and it's like there's nothing that can be done. And it's like on the inside, on my insides, I was feeling it. It was like it was happening to me, and it's like it's happening here too. I could feel it in the air. It's like the world's catching up.
You've been asleep for a while.
Yeah.
Things have been really bad.
Okay.
You okay?
I think I need to go. I need to get up. So she like steps up to try and get out of the bed, and immediately falls to the ground.
I try to catch her.
You want to make a roll of some sort on that?
Do it, dexterity.
Maybe like a dexterity. See if you can get there fast enough.
Let's see. Where is my dex? So it's +6. That is a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to like kind of get there because you weren't that far away to begin with, and so you get over there. You kind of like catch her before she falls. She's like, "Oh, thank you, Christina. I think
you should lie down. No, you should lie down.
I'm too weak right now. But
you haven't walked in like I don't even know how long we've been away. Like
wait,
months?
how long?
Yeah.
How long has it been? Months.
Things have changed. The world is in a terrible state right now.
Oh, that's.
I slowly climb up, but we're all happy you're better now.
You okay, Atlas? What happened to you?
Oh yeah, fine, just fine, Marakai, just fine.
He's a sturdy boy. He can take care of himself. Do you want water? Do you want anything to eat? We can get you stuff.
Water? You have water?
We have cleaner
water's
water.
probably a good idea. I mean, let's get her some water.
Yeah.
I also have a fine selection of wines, Marakai, if you would like something.
You know what? Let's start with the water, Brittany.
Heftier.
All right. Let's start with the water.
So you get Marakai just a glass of water. There's a little pitcher there, and you kind of pour it for her, and she takes a sip, and it's like her eyes just like, and she just starts like drowning in it. I mean, she like drinks the whole cup and then she grabs the pitcher and she's like just drinking from the pitcher. She's just a fiend for the water, and she like throws it and cracks it on the ground. She's like, I need more water.
Yeah. Atlas, you're in the hall. Get her some more water.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's fine. I can do it.
I started stepping back. I step out of the room and I follow Atlas.
Okay.
Rhaegar and Atlas, what are you doing?
I'm finding like a little nurse's cart that happens to have a pitcher of water.
I'm kind of tapping Atlas on the shoulder. Atlas.
What's up? What's up, Rhaegar? Huh?
This isn't normal, all right? Marakai, there's something wrong with her, all right? Her thirst can't be quenched. This is... I think this might be a problem. I mean, let's give her the water and see if this helps, but I think we might have a problem on our hands.
I've never been in a coma for months. Maybe she's just really thirsty.
I mean, maybe, but she's all white.
Hold on. I have been in a coma for quite a while now that I don't remember.
Now that I don't remember.
There's something in the eyes. There's something in the eyes.
Anyway, she's like weirdly connected to all the elementals, right? You know, I think this is part of that.
Maybe. All right. Just it's weirding me out, man. I'm a little creeped.
I bring in a glass and the pitcher. So
I come in like behind Atlas. I'm kind of like peeking out from behind him.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I also casted mending on the broken pitcher, so it's fixed now.
Okay. Immediately she grabs the water, just like drinks all of it, and like she shatters the other one and she just starts crying. And
I cast mending on the other one too.
she's just sobbing into her hands.
I think you need to cast mending on Marakai.
Well, unfortunately that doesn't work on emotions.
I sit next to Marakai and I put an arm around her and I'm like, are you okay? Do you want more water? Is there anything else I can get you?
It's not
Mark,
enough.
I have no idea what you must be feeling right now, but I have to imagine this has to do with the elementals that are suffering right now.
It's like if someone tore out half of your soul and then someone else handed you something like a glass of soul, and it's not. And she's just inconsolable now. I mean, she's just crying.
I lean over to Christina and I say, "Remember the lullaby that we know? That always made us feel better when we were young. Because there's nothing we can like physically do to help. So maybe just singing her a little lullaby might at least help ease the tension and give her something to cry with."
Do you want to start it off?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to roll for performance.
Okay.
I don't know the song Anna's talking about.
Yes, you do. You've done it 1,000 times.
Yeah,
1,000 times.
I've sung
I know, but I don't know what she's talking about. We can't sing her Fireball.
No, it's not. No,
who says you can't?
It's a different song.
Who says you can't?
Different song.
Lullaby.
When there is no water.
Okay, performance. Hold on. That is a 24.
Okay. So
These
you
new
put
dice
on
are
a great,
on fire.
You put on a great performance. You sing a little lullaby, and you know it seems to help Marakai a little bit, but mostly she just kind of turns over, lays down on the bed, and just says, "I need to be alone."
That's fair. We will leave you.
Fair.
That's it.
All right, I step out into the hallway and I look for Helcha and Lordrum.
Yeah, so you see, like down at the end of the hall, you see Lordrum and Helcha actually interacting with one another, you know, kind of towards the entrance area where you saw Lordrum before, kind of writing down all those papers and things like that.
All right.
What kind of interaction are they having?
You know, it doesn't seem like it's stern or anything like that. It's just more like, very businessy, concerned, you know, like, got to get this done, got to get that done. Administrative, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I approach them and I let them know that Marakai is awake and that well, she needs to rest for a while, but we seem to have hopefully cured her.
Well, that's good. It's good to see you, Atlas, and to see that you're all better. Did you find anything?
Yeah, we found a place called the Hall of 1,000 Mirrors, and well, we've each received something that we think will hopefully help us point us to the next objective that we need to find. Hopefully, I don't know. It's all very cryptic, Lordrum.
Yeah, we met a dream guy, a guy named Dio, who told us all about our things. I got a spyglass. He got a mirror on his shield. Christina got some medicine. That's the stuff she used on Marakai. Brittany got some quills that can write between distances. So hopefully with these objects combined, we can, get a head start on finding the objects that we need to save the world.
Yeah, no biggie.
Well, I mean, having any kind of magical objects could help us in this. Oh! Well, what?
But Dio said, was it south? He said there were people in the south?
West.
The west. That there's people who can help us in the west to travel between planes. Because I think that this spyglass can move us between planes, but let's be honest, I'm probably not equipped to do that. I'm gonna mess this up.
I put my hand on their shoulders like, you're the navigator, buddy. You'll get us there.
With the help from our friends in the West. So, if you guys have any idea who these magic people in the West are that we need to go talk to, that might be where we need to go to next.
Well, we can talk about this later, but honestly, since you're able-bodied individuals, we could use your help right now.
Absolutely. There's one question that I never thought to ask before.
What's that?
It's out of character. We've been told what Marakai's race is, right? Like, I just can't remember it right now.
Genasi.
She's a Genasi, yeah.
Genasi.
Yeah.
I asked Lord, have any other Genasi shown up, and are they experiencing anything similar to Marakai?
Genasi are rare in this part of the world, so we don't know. I haven't heard anything of it, but Marakai is the only one I've seen in a long time. No, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So, if you could follow me to our ship, and well, you'll see when we get there. You can ask me any questions you want. You've been gone for a while. I'm sure there's a lot that you'd like to get caught up on.
Things still seem, besides the obvious crowds and people needing help, things at least seem not on fire here. The ground and water hasn't turned to acid.
No, that's funny you should mention that, because that's what we're going to go deal with right now. It's a lot. We're going to go on a supply run, and well, you'll see what I mean. And so,
okay.
He called to Ravo down the hall, and Ravo, you see, come out. He's actually looking like he's pretty much put back together.
Ravo, you're up.
Go. Not a lot's going to keep me down. And so, you all follow Lordran out to his ship, and you ascend into the sky and head off towards the mainland. And as you approach, you can see that the acidic spread from the Whispering Rock is getting much, much worse. You can see it from the sky as you look down upon it. And just off in the distance, where you can barely see the Whispering Rock, right in the epicenter of this murk, you see black wings circling the rock.
We see a dragon?
You see a dragon circling.
Wait,
oh my God.
Circling the what?
The Whispering Rock.
Oh.
And that is where we're going to end that episode.
This episode of Hero Squad has been brought to you in huge part thanks to the generous contributions of these incredible people over at patreon.com. If you guys want to add your name to the list, gain some amazing rewards, and help us out in the process, click that link down below. Thanks for your continued support, and we'll catch you guys next time.